So today we embark upon another YouTube video, this one filmed on the pitch at the One Call Stadium, doing my 1 to 11 of my favourite shirts and favourite players. So the number one shirt in my collection to go in this 1 to 11 is Kevin Pilkington's shirt that you can see here from 2001-02, from the promotion winning season. The reason why I've picked Kevin Pilkington for this particular role is that he was my favourite goalkeeper growing up. It was a very close call with Ian Bowling, which you might see in a little bit later in the video. But Kevin was an absolute stalwart of that promotion winning team, 2001-02. He was a great shot stopper. He was a fantastic leader in the dressing room as well, from speaking to other people. An absolutely delightful chap as well. So really pleased to have Kevin's shirt, not only here but also in the 1 to 11. The position that we've gone for next is right back, and for me there was only one right back in my lifetime to put up there as sort of number one, and that is Bobby Hassel. He, again, same with the Kevin Pilkington shirt, played for us during the successful 01-02 promotion season and the two following seasons after that. And I mean, what a player. He was defensively good. He came through the youth team here. He was a fantastic asset to the team, and sort of one of the best right backs, if not the best right back I think we've ever had in sort of this century. This shirt that you can see here is the away shirt from the playoff season 2003-04. This is Hassel's away shirt from that season, where we unfortunately lost in the playoff final, but that certainly didn't tarnish any of Hassel's legacy at Mansfield Town. The first of our centre-back pairing in this back four is none other than Les Robinson, captain of the 01-02 promotion winning side alongside Bobby and Kevin that we've already looked at. An absolute stalwart of the club legend. Played for the club twice actually during his time and during his career. This happened at the end of his career, so this is his promotion winning shirt from 2001-02. And there isn't very much you can say about Les. He was a captain, he was a leader, he was a legend, he was a fantastic defender on the pitch, and he was brilliant for the younger lads we had through coming through that time off the pitch as well. So Les very easily slots into the back four here. Alongside Les at centre back in this back four is another captain, another leader, another legend for the club, Christian Pearce. This is his shirt from 2017-18, the season before we come almightily close to getting promotion out of League Two, losing on the final day of the season to MK Dons. But Pearce, Player of the Year for the club and also in the EFL Team of the Year. He was an absolute Rolls Royce of a centre back for Mansfield. He had pace, he was commanding, he could head the ball, he could score goals. He really did have everything and made it a really easy choice to put him in alongside Les at centre back. There was only one man for the left back position in this back four of my 1 to 11 shirts. Mal Benning, this shirt sent from the man himself, the away kit in the 2018-19 unsuccessful season where we lost out on the last day to MK Dons, but a brilliant shirt. I love the black and gold, and Mal himself, what a fantastic player. The best defensive fullback I think we've had for a long time. Still doing it in League One as we speak, but yeah, what a player. And I'm absolutely delighted to have one of his shirts, and he was a clear and easy choice for left back for me. So for this video, for the 1 to 11, we're doing a 4-4-2 diamond a la Nigel Clough. The one man to go at the central defensive midfielder slot for me was Neil Bishop. So again, around the team of the season, the 18-19, this is from 1920, worn away at Morecambe, the third shirt, but he was incredible for his time. He really did spur that team on. We got him again at the latter end of his career, but for me he was a fantastic defensive midfielder and someone that we really needed at that point. We were struggling without a defensive midfielder. He came in and really did shore up that midfield, and he's that type of player you need at a club. He was very close with other players. Tom Curtis, for example, came very close, but for me it was Neil Bishop. It really did take me a while to decide on this central midfield lineup. We've got Bish at defensive midfield. I then had 3 or 4 names for the central midfield, and the one that I went for, originally I had him down as an attacking midfielder, but then he got replaced, a late minute Parish change by somebody else, and Disley's got dropped back into midfield. He was an incredible player, especially in our season that we got promoted, 01-02. This is 02-03 in League One, where we unfortunately got relegated, but it's an iconic shirt. It's long sleeves as well, which you know how much I like long sleeve shirts. But Dizza was fantastic. His goals, some of the goals he scored, his strike rate, his general attitude, his play, his endeavour, he for me was a dead cert to get in his team. Whereabouts I wasn't quite sure, but he's ended up in the right side of central midfield. Left side of that diamond, Stephen Quinn, the man, the myth, the Irish legend, won promotion last season with us, of course, spearheading us to promotion. He's signed on for another year, so we've got him again this season. We've also now got his nephew, but this man here, Stephen Quinn, has been like having a fan on the pitch. The enthusiasm, the fact that he runs around, he gets the crowd going. He scored some brilliant goals, he set up some brilliant goals. His effort is second to none. He tracks back. I wouldn't want anyone else on the left side of this central midfield, and Stephen Quinn gets it on the left hand side with this shirt from 2020-21, the away shirt. This man was the late change. Last season he was tremendous, Davies Keeler-Dunn, at that attacking midfielder role, did play up front as well, was absolutely tremendous, and I couldn't leave him out. So we shuffled Disley back into midfield and brought Keeler-Dunn into the attacking midfielder role. This is his third shirt from last season, worn away at Salford, where he scored the winning goal. What a player. I mean, he's probably the most special player we've had for a long time. He's just got that magic where he might do nothing for 20 minutes, then he'll appear out of nowhere and he'll score. On Saturday against Grimsby, he came on when we were struggling. He ran through their whole team, passed it in the back of the net, and that was it. That was the game done. He's that sort of player, and every team needs a Davies Keeler-Dunn. So let's hope we've still got Davies Keeler-Dunn at the end of this season in League One. The choice for strikers was aplenty. There was a heck of a lot of striker shirts that I have in the collection that I thought could definitely deserve this, but this man is really a club legend, isn't he? There are a lot of club legends, that was banded around a lot, but in 2 spells he got us promoted out of the National League. He scored over 20 goals in multiple occasions, and this shirt is iconic, being the promotion shirt from 12-13 out of the National League. Signed by the man himself on the front as well, so it's just an absolute legendary shirt from a legendary player who had everything. He was electric, he could finish, he scored one-on-ones, he scored penalties, he scored the winner at Hereford in the last minute, the penultimate game, and then he scored the winner at home to Wrexham in a penalty shootout. In this shirt, at that goal, and such a tremendous player, and an easy choice for me to slot in as one of the 2 strikers. The final shirt in my 1-11, excluding the substitutes, is this man, Chrissy Greenacre. His shirt from 99-2000 in his first season at the club, number 27, iconic player, iconic shirt, but Chris Greenacre is probably my favourite player of all time. He's certainly in the top 3, and I had to have him on this. He had to fit in here somewhere. Delighted to have one of his shirts in long sleeves as well, which you can see here, and he was lethal. He was probably the best finisher I've seen, the best all-round striker I think I've seen. Richie Barker would have been very close if I had a shirt of his, which I haven't, so Chris and Matt end up the 2 striker places, with Chrissy leading the line for me, with Matt Green running in behind. But a brilliant shirt and a fantastic way to end off the 11. We are back in the dressing room now to look at our substitutes, the people who nearly made it but not quite, so we might have a little bit of dissent amongst the ranks in here. But Ian Bolin, this is his goalkeeper shirt from 94-95, when he famously had the streaker on the pitch and shook his hand in that shirt. Very close with Kevin Pilkington, but unfortunately I sort of caught the very last dregs of Ian Bolin's career rather than the main of it, and saw all of Kevin, so that's why Ian is the reserve goalkeeper for this game. Moving slightly down, we have somebody who I want to do could play centre back, right back or left back, and we've gone for James Perch. Premier League footballer, local lad, really enjoyed his time here at Mansfield, and was a fantastic player for us. Got us to the playoffs, of course, unfortunately losing the final, but a real stalwart in that team. And talking of stalwarts and defenders who can play across the back, we have Alex John Baptiste, who probably could feel a bit hard done to for not playing in the first 11, but with Les and with Chief at centre back, I find it a little bit difficult to fit him in. So Alex, again, a Rolls Royce of a defender, really nice guy, local lad, played in some reasonably poorish teams, but still stood out and managed to forge a career well above Mansfield's level. So that's why he's involved, but unfortunately not on the 1-11. Another guy who played in sides and unfortunately didn't do too well, but himself was a fantastic player, is John Delaye. This is his shirt from 2005-06, and he was fantastic at the centre of that midfield with Giles Coke, Stephen Dawson, that sort of player, and he was very close to beating Bish in that central defensive midfield position, but he just missed out. England T international as well, and a really nice guy. Another player who could feel a little bit hard done to is Lee Williamson, because as of a couple of weeks ago, before I came to film this video, he was in the team, but DKD came in to it, and unfortunately Leroy dropped out, but he was a superb player. Went on to play a lot higher level at Watford and the like, but was a fantastic player for us. 03-04 away shirt is what you can see here, the long sleeve version. But Leroy was a superb midfielder, just edged out by Quinn and Disley though in the 11. The final 2, we have Wayne Fairclough's match-worn shirt from the final game of the 1991-92 season where we got promoted. We won against Rochdale here at Field Mill. This is his shirt that was taken off him from the game. Usually Steve Charles wore 11, but Wayne Fairclough wore it for this game. But either of those two, whoever you go for, fantastic players of their day, and very easily could have been in the 11, but just miss out. And finally, this one was a real conundrum. This is Steve Wilkinson's shirt from 94-95, his home shirt from the infamous Leeds season, and unfortunately losing against Chesterfield in the semi-final of the playoffs in this shirt, where he scored. It was very close between him and Matt Green. Chris Greenacre was a dead cert, but the choice was between him and Green. just because of the impact and the promotion that we won under Green, how important it was, we went for Matt Green. But Steve Wilkinson, one of my favourite shirts, and so very easily could have been in the 1 to 11. So that's it for our 1 to 11 video here, filmed at the One Call Stadium. The mannequin has seen adorned 18 fantastic players, including the substitution team behind me. I hope you really enjoyed the video. If you could like and subscribe to the channel and click the little notification bell if you haven't already. And if you've got any comments on this, anyone you think should have missed out or maybe I could have included, then drop them in the comments below. But I really appreciate you for watching. Thank you for Mansfield Town for making this possible. Thank you very much, and I'll see you in the next one.